What is up, YouTube? Silver Dragons here, and in this video we're talking about the price of silver. It is up quite a bit today. We'll talk about why that is and also where it could go from here. Also stick around for the end of the video because I will be unboxing the newest in the Germania Beasts collection. You definitely don't want to miss that. Alright, let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so here are the current precious metals prices. You can see the gold ask is at $1735.60, which is up $17.50. So a nice jump up for gold today. Silver, however, is the big winner. The ask is now over $20 an ounce. So we got silver spot over 20. We're sitting at 20.05. It's up $1.12, which is a big move. Anytime silver moves a whole dollar up or down, that is a big move for one day. And then if we look at the stock market, we can see Dow Jones is up, NASDAQ up, S&P 500 up as well, and the US dollar index is down. So that's probably why everything else is up today. Now, if we look at the gold silver ratio, this is just for today right here. So it started at around 91 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. Now it's all the way down to 87. So basically a 4-point drop in the gold silver ratio, which means silver is moving up in value much faster than gold. It's less ounces of silver to trade for an ounce of gold now. So this is pretty crazy when you see the GSR move this much. It's pretty much just saying, yes, gold did move up slightly today, but silver is absolutely crushing it. This is what we expect to see when both metals move. So when the dollar moves lower, we can really expect to see silver shoot much higher. If you want to think about it in percentage terms, gold moved up about 1% today, silver moved up over 5%. So that's a big difference. If we look over at kitconews.com and check out the Jim Wyckoff article today, we can see the headline, "Solid price gains in gold, silver amid sharp drop in USDX." So basically that's what's going on here. The US dollar is moving down sharply, and we're seeing pretty much everything else go up. You know, the stock market is up, gold is up, but silver, because it is the most inversely correlated to the dollar, we're seeing silver move up the most. And, you know, why is the dollar down today? You know, we could read this whole article here, but basically we're supposed to get the inflation report for August, I believe tomorrow. So right here, says traders and investors are awaiting the latest U.S. inflation report on Tuesday. The August Consumer Price Index is seen coming in up 8% year on year compared to the July report showing a 8.5% rise. There are some signs in the economy that inflation in the US is cooling off a bit. So basically, if inflation is cooling off, this means that the Fed does not need to be as aggressive with their rate hikes. And if they're slowing down on their rate hikes, this means we could see the US dollar get a little bit weaker. Obviously, we could see inflation come down, and that's going to be really beneficial for metals. That's going to be when we see them move the most. So I'll be honest with you, this little pop that we're seeing today in precious metals prices, I feel like it could be short-lived. I mean, tomorrow, once the inflation numbers come out, if they're higher than we expected them to be, it's very possible we could see gold and silver go back down a skosh. Or if the numbers are better than anticipated, well, then we could see silver and gold go up yet again. Although I do think that silver would be the big winner because silver does move faster than gold. It's more volatile than gold. We've seen this for decades. So I would say short term, it's kind of a toss up. Is silver going to move up to the $25 range or go back down to, the teens? I honestly don't know. But I will say that what we're seeing today is, in my opinion, just a little taste of what is yet to come. Once inflation really is cooling off and we see the US dollar get dramatically weaker, well, at that point, precious metals can shine. That's when they're really going to take off, and we're going to see incredible gains like we're seeing today in silver. However, it's not going to be just one day. It's going to be weeks and months of silver moving up dramatically. So I feel like the price that silver is right now at around $20 an ounce is an absolute steal. Although I don't really like purchasing more precious metals when I see the price go up a bunch. I like to wait a few days, kind of see what happens. My favorite time to make another precious metals purchase is when I see the price moving lower. So whenever we see a big price jump, either up or down, we're going to get a lot of emails from the different bullion dealers if you're signed up for their email lists. But the thing is, I usually don't like to make any large purchases unless the price is moving steadily lower. So they'll say, lock in your price now, it's going up. And I'm like, okay, I just kind of ignore those emails. But when the ones come in that say, silver's down, gold is down, oh my goodness, lock in your price, then I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely I want to lock in my price. So I'm not going to make a large purchase today. I'm just going to keep my eye on what's going on. But it is nice to see, silver is still doing what it's supposed to do. When the dollar moves down, silver moves up. And that was proven yet again today. So kind of to sum up, I don't exactly know where the price of silver or gold is going to go tomorrow, but long term, I'm definitely a believer that precious metals can and will go much higher than they are now. So at current prices, I do think they are a good buy. Okay, now let's go ahead and unbox the newest from Germania Mint. Now, I was showing this one off a little bit earlier. This is the first release in the Germania Beasts collection. It's the Fafnir dragon, and as you can see when you flip it over, it's got the dragon on the other side as well. So each one of these rounds, they have the front and the back on them. So it's kind of cool, but when you put them together in this weird capsule, that's when you can actually really see how the piece was intended to be displayed, where you can flip it over and it's got the same thing on the other side. So I'm really excited for the second release in this series. Let's go ahead and open it up here. And I think Germania actually maybe sent me another coin as well. So this is probably the Germania Beasts. And this one here is going to be the newest in the Allegories series. So we'll check that one out. We got some COAs here. Okay, I think that's it for the box. There should be a COA in here. I love getting stuff from Germania Mint. Thank you so much for sending me these items. So I think this is like the 4th or 5th release now for the Allegories. Let's see what this one is called. So it is Polonia and Germania. Okay, and the 1 ounce is limited to 25,000 pieces. So we got, must be Germania on the right, because she's got the shield, and Polonia on the left. All right, that's pretty cool. Good looking piece there. So this is basically the female personification of these different countries. I'm assuming Polonia is Poland, but I guess I could be wrong. maybe I should look it up before I just go off and say stuff like that. But I could also be very right. So anyway, cool piece. I definitely I think that's, if you want to collect this whole series, then you got to buy every single one that comes out. But the Allegories, these are a little bit more pricey. This is not silver for stacking, it's silver for collecting and stuff like that. So anyway, now we got 2 COAs here, so they must have sent me 2 of the newest Germania Beasts. It is the Fenrir. How do you say that? Fenrir? That's kind of difficult to say. Also limited to 25,000 pieces. So it must be in here. Let's check it out. Oh, yeah. That is cool. Wow. Okay, so it's like a wolf. That's really cool. And I'm assuming, yep, if we flip it over, it's going to be the same on this side as well. That is awesome. So it's just like the dragon, where you can obviously see it on both sides. That is really cool. And I think I actually like the finish better on this one, kind of the frosted background and then the polished, high spots. So the whole wolf there is all polished up. I think it's a wolf. I mean, I don't know what else that really could be, so I'm going to call it a wolf. But, the dragon, it's just not as much contrast, right? Because the background is not that matte finish. So I think I like the new one better, although I do like dragons more, obviously. So, if I had to pick, I'm going to take the dragon, but I wish the dragon had this sort of matte finish on the background because I think that's way cooler. But anyway, there you go. There's the newest from Germania. We got the Fenrir. And where's the other one? The allegories. So there you go. Pretty cool. Thanks again, Germania, for sending me those to show off to all of you. I'm not exactly sure when they're going to be available for purchase, but I'm sure they'll be coming out in the next few weeks. So stay tuned. Anyway, I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.